What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? I hope everybody is feeling good, feeling great, feeling gravy. We're going to get this party started. We're going to open up the sauce line. We're going to have y'all call in so y'all can spill some sauce, all that other good shit. We'll get everything properly prepared here. But first and foremost, welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. So that means we're talking all sports, but only Houston. But tonight is, of course, we're talking about the recap of the end game, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, between the last final preseason game of 2018 for the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to talk about some of the things we saw today. We're going to talk about who we think may have made this roster, may have been cut, who was in the mix, and who is out the shit. And I just got one thing to say to y'all. Y'all motherfuckers be with that PFF shit. Y'all saw how ass Kendall Lamb was today, but yet motherfuckers want to tell me he was rated all this, that, and fuck PFF and fuck their thoughts on any of this shit. So, now, like I said, we finna get into the conversation. We finna get into the mix. But first, before we get into all of the good stuff, man, we got to talk about the most important topic. And if you don't know what that is, then shit, you ain't been fucking with the sauce long enough. We got to talk about the most important thing happening with this game, and that is you, Sauce motherfucking Nation. I want to know y'all's feelings. I want to know y'all's thoughts. I want to know what y'all saw. But before we do all that, I want to know where you at, man, so I can send a little bit of digital love in your direction. That is me. We're going to get this roll call jumped off. So, let me know where you at. Let me know what you represent. And first, let me put the little shit on. Again, so like I say, hey, man, it was good to finally get over this preseason. I mean, getting out of the preseason relatively preseasoning and shit. Getting out of the preseason relatively healthy. It's a good feeling. Hopefully everything can hopefully, like I say, this is a sign of things to come. But we'll only see, one game at a time. We'll be getting prepared for the Patriots, and we'll be ready to kick in their door very soon. But, again, like I say, let me know where you're at. If you are from the city, represent your side with pride, so I know where to send some love. And if you're not from the city, man, let me know where to send a little bit of that digital love. And man, we gonna get in it to win it. We're gonna take calls. We're gonna talk shit. Again, we are going to have us a good old Sauce Nation time, and I'm glad to see all of y'all. I hope everybody's well. So let's see who we got in the mix, man, and then we will go live from there. We got Ashmel, Devontae, Rising Phoenix. It's a little bit late for It's a little bit late to be looking like goddamn Brock Osweiler. Goddamn you, Phoenix. Nah, Phoenix, what's the motherfucking deal? David Pritchard, what's the motherfucking deal? No mind, Miss Berkeley Boss, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick Brooks, what's good? Always good to see you. Ferocious like a tiger roar. Phil, good to see you, man. Jason S., good to see you. Dylan Terrell, Joshua Jaja, man, good to see you. What's the motherfucking deal? Jimmy R. Already. 335. Already. Eastside Hero. Jay Dizzle. What's the motherfucking deal? Yes, Mr. Devontae Love's finally over. Houston B. No Divergent. Divergent ain't been divergent since he first stepped on the field last year, but we're going to talk about Divergent, man. We're going to talk about Divergent. The nigga that who could. What's the motherfucking deal? David Lugo. What's the motherfucking deal? Brian Cushion. Look, everybody going to be getting cut in the preseason. You're going to get your job after it's all said and done. Already. You know what I'm talking about. Tomball, Texas. Already. Evolution 778. What's the motherfucking deal? BMT 409 representing. Always good to see you. Baytown, motherfucking Texas. Dirty Bay in the house. Okay. You know him. I see you, Dirty Bay. I see y'all. Humble, Texas. The slum where you don't want none. Northwest side in the house representing. The SWAT representing. Frank Aldeco, good to see you. Knives. Look, you got 8X all of them. Look, Knives. I'm just calling you Knives. What's the motherfucking deal? Oh, man. Man, Virgin had one solid drive where he could have made. Virgin had like 4 opportunities to get interceptions today. We're going to talk about that, though. But appreciate that super saucy super chat love, Ashmel. Austin Tucker, what's the motherfucking deal? Duarte, California, Seth Clark, I see you. What's the motherfucking deal? Guru, what's the motherfucking deal? Jay Bird, one of you and your many personalities. What's the motherfucking deal? Oswald actually threw a touchdown today. Well, he did better than the Cowboys, goddamn. Should have threw for some goddamn Zachary. Darren Williams, what's the motherfucking deal? Rosito, what's the motherfucking deal? PA Texas landed a motherfucking trio already. OG77013, what's the motherfucking deal? Order Dialogue, what's the motherfucking, man? Now, you ain't lying. Swanson, definitely. Because I know there was a couple of games Coleman got action before. Swanson Coleman should have never saw shit. Because, goddamn, that motherfucker ain't do a damn thing. Lufkin, Texas, what's the motherfucking deal? Buddha, Texas, what's the motherfucking deal? London, oh crikey, we can overseas in London watching the Texans. Phoenix, since that's how we're gonna be. So already, you know what I'm saying, like the East Side holding it down. But man, let's talk about some shit, man. Let's talk about some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look, London, all this shit, the same shit. Eastside Hero, appreciate that love, man. Chase King, what's the motherfucking deal? In Huntsville, all right, hey, man, guys, look, hey, education improves the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Man, toothaches are awful. Man, so here's the deal, man. Let's get into it. We're gonna open up the sauce line for calls, texts. We're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna spill a lot of sauce. We're gonna go at it for a little minute, and then you know, just like I say, see what's on your mind. I want y'all to see what y'all are feeling about the future of this Texans team. Again, it was the Cowboys, but I think there's a few things that we need to take away from that. But let me look. Let me give y'all the number. We'll put that on there for your calls and text action, and then let me see. All right, so let's make sure we got this right. But again, man, and I'll make sure the line is up because I think it's only got the text up. So give me a second, and I'll make sure we got it all in order. But again, got the win. That's all that counts. So I kind of want to know what y'all are feeling, how y'all are thinking. We saw a lot of Whedon. We saw a lot of Webb. Who do you feel like? Do you feel like it was, I mean, that the Texans were still kind of in debate as to who your number two was going to be? Yeah, hey, look, Blue did a little bit. I was almost worried early on, man. But out of Whedon and Webb, man, who do you guys feel like had a better performance? You know, I thought it was interesting, you know, that they kind of kept a little bit alternating going on. I want to say, I mean, shout out to Chandler earlier because I missed your text earlier, and shout out to the round table. And my bad, Balin, I missed your text earlier asking what channel the game it came on. So shout out to Chandler and Balin. And man, like I said, we're just gonna get into it. So I'm seeing Webb. Okay, Webb played very well. Okay, man, look, man, they put Lamb out there last week. You know what I'm saying? And Lamb, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand where people come with these shenanigans and these crazy thoughts talking about, you know, Webb played better. Okay, Phoenix said Whedon because Phoenix is a racist. So A&M got Clemson next week already. We definitely have to check that out. But yeah, man, I mean, the good thing is preseason's finally over, and we're going to be moving towards the regular season. We're going to actually be looking at some real football. I just want to kind of talk about some things now. Kind of towards the second half of the game, I got a little bit busy and I was taking care of some things, so I missed some parts here and there, but I got back in the fourth and was able to see it. Overall, when you're looking at a preseason game, you're talking about you say 3 or 5 stuck together saved each other. I would agree. I think that it was a little bit of a benefit for both, and I think it was a valid reason to keep both of those guys on this roster. So I'm hoping that we do go into the season with 3. And again, you know, you gotta, excuse me. You raise the people, you're a peopleist. Hey, I agree with that. But I can definitely comprehend that. If you've ever spent any time in the Kush Den, I'm sure y'all know how I feel. Man, David, that's what I was talking. Because we were on the Skype. We're kind of still talking in the like I say, the round table, and that's what I was saying. I said that whole front seven. When you're talking about depth, the cuts are going to be quite interesting. I think Gilchrist was his name, Keenan Gilchrist. He had an all right showing. He had probably one of his better games, in my opinion. But again, when you got to see the backups a lot more, then you got more of an opportunity to see what they could do. I want somehow, some way. I like Tony Sacheries or Andre Sachery. If they end up waiving him, which is what I see happen, I end up seeing him getting cut. But if he makes it through the waiver wire, and I think that might be a slim chance if anybody's paying attention, because he's a guy I think that could develop and look pretty good. I hope that they end up keeping him, putting him on the practice squad, because he looked about the most consistent, in my opinion, as far as the younger corners, throughout this preseason. So I think that he's a guy you might want to keep around and try to keep him around. Semper Fi Marines, the Texans did win, yes. See. Ellington, man, I heard some rumors, and I kind of felt like it might be true, man. Pat D. Stat was talking about it, that, a lot of people have Ellington as a lock, but he might not be as much of a lock as we thought, because Ellington was doing a lot more returning than I've ever seen him do. Well, as far as this preseason, they had him, that first quarter or so, he was taking most of the returns. And then Shastri, like I said, he's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but he was looking decent. My thoughts on, you say you think the stat coach have looking after could start kicking in. I don't know. I think they may be happy with what they got, because Wheaton kind of seemed to decline as the preseason went on. That first game, he was looking real solid. He looked real good. And then Webb seemed to kind of slightly improve. Webb just, out of the two, Webb had the bigger plays all preseason. But, again, like overall, I felt like Wheaton was more accurate. Today, he just didn't really look that hot. That's what I'm saying. I think Braxton's, like I said, the leverage, they were talking about Braxton and Ellington, but they were saying that, because Ellington really didn't return, or he wasn't really a return guy, that kind of didn't work in his favor, because, we constantly talked about versatility and things like that. Irvin, it's like Spencer says, apple on the roadmap for him. Coleman, apple on the roadmap, like no questions asked. But let's see. Virgin. Yeah, Virgin. Oh my God, yeah, he did get saved on the double movers. He would have got his ass. But he still could have made a fucking play. Like, he could have really saved his own ass, because he could have. If he'd have kept. The thing about Virgin is, now that one drive we had 2 or 3 plays in a row. He kind of got beat on that one, backdoored, and then made the play around the block and kind of hurt old buddy a little bit. And then that next one, I want to say he had a tackle after that. But that last one where he got beat, if he'd have kept his head up, and it was another one earlier before he had that drive where he almost made all the tackles. If he has to get his head up, because there were opportunities. If he just got his head up, he could have had some easy plays on a ball that it could have easily been interceptions. But yeah, I think it's going to go Chastry over Virgin, because he's been more consistent, played well. But the thing about Virgin is he can hit. And I think that special teams play may save his ass. And so that's something that I think you have to pay attention to. But the thing about not know anybody can tackle. Open field tackling ain't always the easiest thing to do. Josh Callius, yeah, he's gonna be nice, man. He's definitely gonna be nice. But here's the deal, man. Look, sauce line activated. All right. We can call in. Oh no, I did. Wait, what is it tripping? Hold on, don't do me like that. Just talking about enough data. We hooked up live at 5. What you talking about, sauce line? And then, like I say, man, look, sauce line will be open for your calls, your texts, man. Like I say, this is the post game show. That's what the post game shows from here on out are ultimately about, man. 21 is Urban, and he is garbage. He is hot garbage. But again, so like I say, text in, call in, get your text read live, get your calls on the air. I know half of y'all probably sound like shit because y'all sleeping and got to go to school and shit tomorrow. Phoenix, yes. On the next GGN, I'll have Brock Osweiler on, and you can star in his place, goddammit. Akins looked nice in my opinion. Akins has some solid hands. He tried to turn up. He tried to turn up on that last one, but they closed in on him a little quick. But he showed that he is going to be a solid guy in my book. I think I have no qualms about Akins because so far as everything I've seen when the ball comes his way, he's damn near sure-handed. He's better handed than tight ends we've had in the past as far as, the fact that his introduction to this team, his introduction to the NFL, he's been much more consistent. He's way ahead of where damn, my buddy just retired. I can't even think of his name. Fedorowicz was at this point in time in his career. Braxton had a great play where he settled down in the middle of that fucking defense and he got open. So I definitely have to give him that. Man, appreciate the love, Broderick. Man, I'm gonna holler at you probably not after show, but maybe tomorrow. I want to talk to you a little bit more about the high school thing because I got a little idea with that. So definitely, but I appreciate that love, Broderick, man. Super saucy, super chat love. Chandler says, I think David Questenberry makes good. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Questenberry was out there opening up holes, pulling, looking real nice. He was looking good. Rankins was looking all right. Again, like I said early on, didn't really care for what I saw to him too much from, again, his college tape. But once you get drafted, once you kind of got things going, and, a lot of these guys spend a little time with specialists and things like that to work on their flaws. Now, he kind of got worked over a couple of times, but there was a couple of plays he looked all right on. Man, Lamb is the word. Like, if Lamb makes this team, I'm going to commit a random act of violence. It's going to be some random, I don't know who, where, or to what. Might be to a small animal. But if Lamb makes this team, I'm going to commit a random act of violence. But this is what I'm saying. There was that whole PFF. Oh, he was the best. That's what I say, man. You can't buy into that bullshit, dog. Because the eye test is the first test that you see before you have any interest in a player. Say Duke Edgeworth was so good they gave him the night off like a star. Oh yeah, they know better than that. They're not gonna waste no time. Here's the thing. Trust me, the guys, they already know. Like they said, like Bill O'Brien said last week, some guys are going to be getting ready for the Patriots. Some guys are going to be worried about the Cowboys. I'm surprised, though, that Bruce Ellington was one of those guys having to be worried about the Cowboys. But, again, we'll see what happens. Look, Lamb needs just an apple. He don't deserve a roadmap. Just give him the apple. No roadmap, man. What, Scotty? No, I don't never hurt Scotty. Scotty gets treated too well. I'll just deny him some table scraps or something to watch him suffer, watch him patrol around the table hoping for food. Lamb is awful, though. And I've been saying this since the very beginning. But people came in hyping, oh, Lamb's looking really good. I'm like, where, man? It's one thing when a person has, your best interest in mind and like, okay, we want you to shot to have to make a team too. But it's like Scarlett was around on a couple of plays. I don't recall if Scarlett made any plays. But like I say, Duke is already impressive, so we don't have any worries about that. But hey, I'm glad you mentioned the kicker though. This was a solid punting competition. That was the one good thing that came out of the lack of scoring in this game, is that it was a solid punting competition. I think Leckler squeezed it away at the end. I think he hit one of his last punts, or his second to last punt was like a 61-yarder. But outside of that, I think he was averaging about 46 yards. The little graphic on the screen said he was averaging about 46 yards when he had 3 punts, and then Trevor Daniel had 3 punts, and he was averaging about 50 yards. Now, one punt out of 4 or 5 might not be the difference maker, but somehow, some way, you got to keep that guy. I like Trevor Daniel, like what he brings to the table. I usually tell you don't trust people with 2 first names, but I'll give you a pass on Trevor Daniel. He's all right. It's just it's special teams might be an all right unit. There was some little whole shit at the end. Oh, buddy was mad though. You know what I'm saying? He was mad because hey, look, this is my chance. He gonna get cut. He ain't gonna be playing around. Appreciate the love, Mr. Chill. Yes, sir. The Texans will be getting very saucy. We're gonna make sure we put plenty of sauce on it. We gonna step it up this year. But my thing is, Oh, my fault. I ain't even got the. I apologize. Y'all been having the thing. I haven't had the audio on. Let me go back and open it up and make sure everybody gets their super chats heard. I'm a dickhead for that one. But yeah. Fuck that extra QB spot 335. We'll take 2 punters. Who needs an extra QB? It's not like we ever have injuries. But again, man, like I say, I was again. It's fourth preseason, and it's not like you're seeing starters. It's not like these are guys that are going to come in and upset the league. But what this tells you, again, it could tell you one or two things: that the Texans either have very solid depth, and they're going to have some tough decisions to make between now and Saturday, but then that may give them leverage as far as being able to make some trades. And I know people say, well, we can just wait till they cut certain players. But I think certain teams have needs, and depending where they are on that waiver wire, it's not guaranteed that those players are going to get to them. So the Texans may have leverage with some teams who are further down the wire. So that's something that we have to look at. That's something that could be a plus for the Texans, because maybe, again, like I say, they can make some moves and get some things going. But let me make sure everybody gets their super chats replayed.
That's too much sauce.
Texans getting saucy.
Already. Where did that happen? Did it show up? Okay. Yeah.
That's too much sauce.
Keep up the good work, Honcho.
Okay. Thing here would go a little different, but all right.
That's too much sauce.
Keep up the good work, Honcho.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody played that one twice. I liked that one, so we had to play it twice. It was even nice when you played it twice. Yeah, I could agree with a guy like Scarlett.
That's too much sauce.
I think 3 and 5 stuck together and saved each other.
I think with a guy like Scarlett, you could probably get something from, because again, he showed some potential to last year.
That's too much sauce.
Y'all boys be careful on the stroll paying fees.
Let me see. I think that should be.
That's too much sauce.
Yeah,
Kyle Fuller is trash at center. Virgin got beat.
Look, man, that's my deal. If y'all can show me a little bit of love, hey, at least the very least I can do is make sure your messages get heard. Because I sincerely appreciate it.
It's too much sauce.
Blue secured his spot barely. Sweet tickets and sale.
Because I know that these last few episodes I've been definitely caught up in what's going on, and so I haven't been showing. It's not that I haven't been showing the love like I need to. So would you be mad if you were playing and the Cowboys were going at you like D Virgin tonight? It was fun. Yeah, but the thing is, they tried to like go at D Virgin, right? But all in all, he was ass. But it's not like they really just, other than that double move later on in the game, it's not like they really were able to take advantage of him. So what does that say about the Cowboys' backup quarterbacks? My thing is, if Dakota goes down, and Dakota's not all that great, if Dakota goes down, the Cowboys are in trouble, in big trouble. If Elliott goes down, the Cowboys are in trouble. Bo Scarborough is all right. Excuse me. But he's not ready yet. Again, it's going to take him a little bit. He's going to have to develop a little bit more because, again, he looked all right, but his hands aren't really that great. A couple plays, he was dropping balls. He just, like I say, it's going to be very interesting. I'm definitely, I may be being premature, but I don't think so. With all things being healthy, I'm considering that, and I already did, without this game, but I'm considering that game against the Cowboys a win because they don't have depth. I mean, and that's the thing that I'm saying. It may be the game for the preseason. It may be a situation where none of your starters are playing, but you have to talk about team depth. When people, we want to knock on wood, but you have to speak on injuries. You have to speak on guys get tired in the middle of games. And, if a guy goes out for a rest for 2 or 3 plays, you want to be able to count on his backup because then somebody, teams see that, they capitalize on, okay, well, this guy's out. Let's go ahead and run here. Let's go ahead and go at this guy, and it only takes one play to make a big play and change the pace of a game. So, the fact that we have guys that we can count on, quality guys, I think that says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's too much sauce.
Virgin was wrapped tonight.
What's the motherfucking deal, McVice? Absolutely. And Tulo Abrego, what's the motherfucking deal? You know what I'm saying? Good to see you. Pope or Swanson. Pope looked good early on. Swanson looked good late. It's going to be interesting what happens with that running back situation because I would have said, both of them and fuck Blue had Blue not looked a little bit better this game. But then again, like I say, it's still kind of so. This coaching staff has much tougher decisions to make than damn, like I said, he'll stay in Houston even if he don't make it. Okay, well, shit. That has to let him know he wasn't lying. He was saying that, he had a tough competition. So I think that's going to be a wrap. That's why I say I feel like Leckler's only been continuing to play because he's here in Texas, he's here in Houston, and it's not a big deal, for him to really get out of here. I mean, it's like, okay, well, let me go. Got to go to the office, kick a few punts, and I'll be back for dinner, honey. It's nothing major. Blue is an asset on special teams. That's the leverage that you get. Swanson, but it's not only did Swanson have that touchdown, though. Swanson had a nice little gain that got negated by a bullshit-ass holding call. It was not a holding call because that had no effect on the run whatsoever. And also, who was that? Was it Irvin that had – I want to say it was Irvin that had a run early. And it got negated by a bullshit-ass block in the back world, but it didn't even touch him. He just fucking fell. And, everybody was, just kind of right there by him, but they called a block in the back on that. Thomas was out there a little bit. Michael Pruitt showed up a little bit. Did Steven Anderson get any action today? You know what I'm saying?
It's too much sauce.
Aiken's looking for Crow to feed Aikens. Come here, winking face.
Why did that get retracted? That's what I'm saying. That's what I hate about YouTube. YouTube just be doing some shit, taking out messages for no fucking reason. And there wasn't nothing wrong with that fucking message. Kendall Lamb has not only looked awful, he's always been awful. I think he had like one good game, and people were a little too early to jump the gun on that one. Who else? Like I said, I also think Webb. Like I said, I agree with you on that one, Brago. That Webb should be on the roster. Again, it's going to be tough, and I'm going to tell y'all, man, don't be upset because I think there's going to be. And I'm not picking out anybody specific, but I'm just saying depending on what this team wants and what they're valuing more so, don't be surprised if there are 3 to 4 names that you thought would be on this team that might get cut or might get traded because I mean, you got to think about what do they want to do with that D-line depth. I mean, you can continually apply pressure because everybody on that line is solid for the most part. Watkins looked nice, had a couple of plays. Who else looked pretty good today? Damn it, who else? It was somebody else that was looking at. Man, what's his name actually looked decent today. No, I don't want to say decent. Because I hadn't heard his name all fucking preseason. Peter Kalambaye, but he looked good on special teams. He had a couple of special teams plays where he looked decent. Trey, what's the motherfucking deal? Fuller, yeah, Fuller's looking. You know what I'm saying? You say tight ends to be Pruitt, Akins, Thomas, and Anderson. Anderson's probably already a foot out the door. Braxton's not going to be I think Braxton has solidified himself. I think he's going to be here. No worries about Braxton. Heath was all right. Heath is going to be a guy that they've liked for a while, though. But again, like I said, Heath is solid. Blacks is a good, solid guy. On that line, I'm trying to think if there really is a weak link that I don't care too much for. Even though Buddy looked good. The Kilgo dude. Like I say, it was just, again, against backups, second and third stringers. But, you just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. But at the same time, these guys are playing for their careers. And they are going to be backup guys anyway, so you're only going to see them doing spot duty. So if you can see those flashes during that spot duty, then it's definitely going to be an asset. Did Drummond get to any action tonight? And Did Webster get in the game? Because I didn't see anything from Webster, so I don't know if I just happened to miss it or if Webster got in at all. I like Kamalu. I like Kamalu too because I want to say Kamalu's girlfriend had retweeted or shown some love on one of the Know Your Texans videos from last year. And so, as I was telling you, he sat out. Okay, I want to make sure because I was about to say, like, if he was in the game, then that's a bad sign. He sat out. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can tell them boys out there anxious he wanted to get in. Kamalu cool. But like I say, so I know people are asking, where's the 16-0? Trust me, 16-0 will be done before the season starts. You will still get the Know Your Texans, but I kind of decided to change it up because I was still going to do the whole 90-man roster thing, but then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that when the majority's got, well, not the majority, but almost half these guys are not going to be here because a lot of them end up getting love from other teams. And
Watson hates sitting on the sideline suited up.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck them other teams. They don't get the benefit from the Know Your Texans after we put in the work. And because I know Riley McCarron and a bunch of people say, oh, well, he's a Patriot now. I'm like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all and Dubuque, Iowa, goddammit. And Doobies and barbecue. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not even a question. Deontay, I'd take the damn hurt Deontay Foreman over Alfred Blue if it came down to it. Prosh, didn't Prosh miss a block early on? Am I tripping? Was it a block? No, he missed a tackle, I want to say, on special teams. He missed something today, and I forgot what it was because I was halfway paying attention because I think I was eating or something. Prosh had a little bit of a fuck up, and I forgot to jot it down. Let me see. There's a couple of, you say if they don't go 13-3, whoo, you got high hopes. I'm still sticking currently with my 11-5. I'm still sticking with my 11-5.
It's too much sauce.
I'll eat crow if Texans don't go 13-3, if not more.
Man, I think that well, I talk about Sasha was holding on. Sasha was holding it down, yes sir. But I'm sticking with my 11-5, and I feel like 11-5 should solidify this division. You know, again, like I say, Jacksonville will regress, and I think the Texans will get back to where they should have been. Yeah, Heath had a fucking tackle for loss earlier. Man, the one thing that we have not been talking, I can't even believe I haven't been talking. Justin Reed with the INT. Justin Reed's interception was lovely. Like that was to me probably what set the tone of the game. I think that's what set the tone of the game. Now you look like you got to get them foot. You got to get the foot right. You need to holler at Hopkins. Look, I ain't see all that. All right. Look, I was talking everything. All right, look, you say y'all supposed to be, you got to put the thumb on me, make sure I'm staying on top of it. He has to get that fucking stepped out. Like, so you got to work with Hopkins a little bit. Hopkins gonna get him some toe drag swag. Teach him how to toe the line a little bit. But that was a great play from the rookie. That was good to see. That was very good to see. Weezy, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. What else? What else was good? Because like I said, a couple of Webb had a. I'm trying to see who was that. Who did he hit on that? Was that the one he hit Quan Bray? We had a nice little rollout in the second. Yeah, where he rolled out and hit Quan Bray in the second. That was a nice pass. Yeah, Peter Kalambaya had a couple of tackles on the punts. Let's see what else. Yeah, and that's what D Version almost had the strip on fucking Treston DeCoud. Man, it's a wrap for him, dog. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for him, dog. Like, was rooting for him, want to see him make. I don't know what happened, dog. I don't know. Like I say, I think they wanted to see, a couple other things out of Bruce because, like I say, I mentioned that earlier. They were saying, Pat D. Stanton, a couple other folks were saying that Bruce might not be as much of a lock as we thought he was. Man, fucking DeCoud, you think so? I think they like Corey Moore a lot more. No pun intended, or maybe it was. DeCoud just has not shown anything, man. And when we first picked him up, I said that, but I'm not gonna act like I didn't say. I thought that I saw some flash out. I saw, the more I kind of watched him, the better he started to look. But it's like almost as though the position change was a bad idea. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened with him, but I don't know what they were thinking about the safety move or what, but that might not be the lick. Yeah, we 82 deep, man. Yeah, hit that like button, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. The likes are free, and I appreciate it. It makes me think highly of you when you hit the like button. So do that. Lamb had a couple of holding penalties. Gave up on that one play. Buddy got the sack because he got beat damn near twice on one play with his fucking trash ass, man. That dude Lamb is the worst, and that's why I say when people send me PFF stuff, I don't look at it. You know what I'm saying? Anderson traded for the Rockets. I wish. I hope. Like I'd love to see that. But let's see.
It's too much sauce.
Yes, Anderson traded for the Rockets.
Okay, I got a couple of texts. My fault. Channel says, since the Saints traded for Teddy Bridgewater, do you see the Saints cut JT Barrett? That'll be interesting. I didn't even know they picked up JT Barrett. So possibly so. Quite possibly so. Oh my God! Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Whoa, 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 whoa. But we got rid of Melton? I don't know, man. I mean, it's not like you lost a lot by picking him up. But I felt like the kid would be able to do something. Damn. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I mean, I'm glad we got Anderson off the books. No, I see it now. Like I got the notification. Somebody texted in the image. I had to see it. I had to, I mean, it's a good night then. Hold on, we got a call coming in on the sauce line. What's the motherfucking deal? White Persuasion, what kind of sauce you want to spill on the sauce line this evening? Oh, it's still up. It didn't hang up. No, it might have hung up. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, hold on. We call him back. What's the motherfucking deal, White Persuasion? What kind of sauce you want to spill on the sauce line this evening?
My bad, dude. I prematurely hung up because I wasn't sure if you got the news, but god damn, we traded fucking Anderson. But missing out on Melton's kind of sad, but I guess it's good.
I guess before we were in a sense we're not that highly invested in him, but I just feel like he's gonna. We either way we were gonna have to give up a lot to get rid of Anderson, and I think that that's just unfortunate, man. I think he's gonna pan out to be something serious in this league, but to get rid of Anderson, hey, I'm not even upset about it. I mean, the fact that people said it wasn't going to be done. Morey is the GOAT, and again, so this is a new look roster team. And at Asheville, I doubted you at first. Yes, you were correct. So I'll eat a couple of crow feathers on that because I didn't think it happened. Man, but how'd you feel about the game this evening? Senior Persuasion.
What was that?
I said, how did you feel about the game this evening? The Texans and Cowboys.
That was like the first one I watched all the way through this season, which kind of sucks, which means I never watched Watson. But I definitely think I don't think Whedon should be the number 2. I think Webb really fits that role pretty well.
Okay. You prefer the mobility of Webb over Whedon, or what is it about Webb that's out to you?
Especially because the plug and play, if something were to happen, knock on wood, to Watson, I just think it's much better to have a lesser Watson than have a completely different offense out there.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that because last year we saw what happened once all the mobility went out the window. It was a shit show, more shit than show. So
Tom Savage, bum ass.
Oh man, he's probably out of there for the Saints too. That's a bet, man. I appreciate you calling in, Senior Persuasion, and holding down the sauce.
No problem.
Got another call coming in. Chandler, what's the motherfucking deal? What kind of sauce you want to splash on the sauce line this evening?
how's it going, Honcho?
Man, good, man. How did you feel about the game tonight, man? I'm doing good, but how about yourself?
Well, to be honest, really, on the offensive line, like Kendall Lim, he looked like terrible. His footwork is very awful, and his hand motions are just, and he just like goes offside a lot, and false starts, and I really don't like him. But to be honest, really, I think like Cole Winsberry was like opening up holes for each running back, like Deontay, Alfred Blue and Pope and Terry Swinson. Hey, but Terry Swinson looked great, and Pope too. And on the Rockets, I cannot believe we traded Ryan Anderson and Dan Finney-Martin. But it's business. You have to trade in a great player. But Dylan Warriors are a goat. I mean, that dude is a goat. So, that was my question to you guys.
All right, man. It's
It's too much sauce.
Ferrer
Hey,
and
Tom,
needs
bro.
to buy Texans so
Hey,
Maury
Tom.
can be
Bye.
GM.
Man, look, he's absolutely right. Look, yeah, we definitely need for Tito to go ahead and scoop the Texans and hold it down. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I like the whole Texans game is like out of my mind now. We got rid of Ryan Anderson. Man, I got work to do. I got a lot of sauce to splash, man. Good grief. Good grief. Man, it's going to be a good season. It's going to be good around the city of Houston, man. I'm feeling really, really good right now. So we got a text says, we got a lot of talent at RB. Who do you keep? It's going to be looking like Miller, Blue. I want to say Pope over Swanson simply because Pope kind of did it a little bit more consistently. But Swanson showed some good potential. So I don't know how many running backs they plan to keep until, Foreman gets back and able to play. But if you can keep a guy like Swanson on your practice squad, I think that's a wise move. Man, was he going to pop a bottle on that one? Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. Take 2 sips for your boy. Man, that is crazy. That's fucking funny as shit. Barbara Sway said, I saw Facebook about say if we just fucking traded Anderson for a reason. That would be hilarious. I wouldn't even be mad at that. Like, I would have been A-okay with that shit if we'd have made that fucking trade. Says Texas, are you more excited to see the defense or offense this season? I'm excited to see this whole team, man. I'm excited for the entire team. I can't say that. The defense is looking like it's going to be a top-tier defense again, looking like we should definitely easily be in the top 5. Offense, I don't see why if Watson is the Watson he was, and, people say, oh, well, they got tape on him. I don't care about that tape, but they got tape on everybody. If Watson can give you 24 points a game, I'm not even saying, oh, he's going to be 30 points a game. You give Watson can average you 20-plus points a game.
As a fellow white man named Ryan, pour some out for the last white rhino, Ryan. He got tickets to the game, Anderson.
Yes, the last white rhino is extinct. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe, like, immediately after a good Texans win, it's always good to beat Dallas, even if this isn't one that counts. Then you hear great news coming from the Rockets. I'm excited. I'm feeling extremely good. Marquise Chris, I'm not super familiar with, so I'm gonna have to kind of get a little bit more info on him. But man, just overall, it's a. Yeah, look, I need to jam some Ice Cube, man. Today was a good day. Like, shit, I might need to break my damn hiatus. I might need to fire one of them. I might need to call up to the Ooh Wee man just to burn one in celebration. Goddamn. No, I ain't gonna do that quite yet. But shit, I love it. I love it, man. That's what I'm saying. The thing about Daryl Morey, he's not afraid to pull the trigger. He's not afraid to make it. It's sad for the kid, you know. Now I got to unfollow him on all the social medias, but I think he'll be all right. You know, he'll be all right regardless. The Rockets actually did him a favor because he might have fucked around and went undrafted, you know, because people were upset about that little thing. But he showed that he can play. And we got rid of Rhino, man. So Morey was able to get that bullshit off the books. And again, so like I said, I don't know how much is Chris and Knight, how much they're making and how much that's going to cost. But again, add more depth, add more players who can contribute to the team, not just sit there and twiddle their thumbs. It's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. Oh, he got the hops. So if he got them, shit, trust me, he'll be eating them. Because, you know, we got two of the best goddamn passers in the game. We traded Rhino for a 6-piece strip dinner from Raising Cane's. Oh, nice. I'm like, well, okay, so the money ain't even bad then. Excellent, man. If we beat the Titans, we score 40 points. I'm making that final score by passcode. But here's the thing, man. Yeah, I'd heard that his old girlfriend had killed herself, and you know that's unfortunate. But he's no longer a Houston Rocket. So now look at all the energy. I mean, look, I read the sad news, like the Astros lost. Why can't all three teams get on the same page for just like one day? Can we all just get it right? Because like as soon as the Astros won it all, Watson goes down. We just need everybody on the same page for one day. I just want completely good Houston news for one day, and I think it'll be. I mean, I'm not even tripping. Though. I'm excited. I'm happy than a bitch. Yeah, exactly. Preacher talking about we got film on Wentz, and honestly, in my opinion, Wentz's fucking rookie year wasn't as good as what Watson was doing. Nobody's had a rookie year that was looking that good. So when people sit here and say we got film, okay, you got everybody, like, you understand, like all the greatest quarterbacks that ever played the game, you know, they had film on them too. And I'm not sitting there trying to put Watson in the category of the greatest that ever played, but they win in spite of that because they're great, because they know how to still beat you no matter what film, no matter what you have on them. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm solo. I think everybody else had tapped out. You know what I'm saying? I know some folks. I know Titty had something to take care of, but I think everybody else, they was like, man, they were tired from watching that ass whooping. That was excellent, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. The boy bought the Rockets on credit. That's funny, man. So like I say, we'll have to see. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. I'll send you a text and kind of let you know how that works, Asmel, and what we got going on with that. Say Leckler's emotional that he might be out. I can't lie, man. I like Leckler, love what Leckler's done. He's one of the greatest punters of all time, man. He might be but depending on how you look at it. But if the money is right, you know what I'm saying, you gotta fucking. The Spurs, they sound trying to do their best 2016, 2017 Rockets impression. That's funny. Like I say, man, it's a good vibe. Like, I can't lie, that fucking Ryan Anderson news, like, I mean, fuck it, I forgot about the Texas game already. Fuck them, man. That's a bunch of backups, goddammit. Shit, we talking about some real shit. But again, when you look at DeAnthony Melton and that play happening, what did you really give up? You didn't really give up anything. You gave up a guy who's not doing shit off the bench, you're paying a lot of money to, and a second-round rookie. Yeah, the Hinch news was good that he got extended, so that's definitely a thing. But, yeah, man, Trevor Daniel, younger, cheaper, and could possibly only get better. So we'll have to see what happens, man. We'll have to see what happens. You say, wonder what CB's going to get. That's what I also think too, man. You got to look at that. Let's jump back to the Texans, even though that Rockets news was a breath of fresh air. You know, I'm pretty sure they probably did. They probably tried to do every name that they could, and they probably were like, "Fuck, we want somebody that's worthwhile that we can develop." Rob Gray. Oh no, not gonna forget about Rob Gray. Rob G. You know what I'm saying? And so keep it in the city. You know what I'm saying? H-Town take over. So my thing is, you say isn't Chris a punk bitch? I don't know. I gotta. His name is just not. It's not ringing a bell for me. So I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand. Like people talking about Melo. Melo's gonna run. If Melo don't pan out, guess what you can do? Put his ass on the motherfucking bench because you only paid him a couple of $1 million. Like that's not like I say. It's not. There's no words. I mean, I'm loving what the Rockets are doing right now. You know, people want to talk all that shit because they just want to find a reason to hate. But yeah. Oh man, now that the preseason's over, yeah, I know if you are part of the first league, we have the fantasy draft at I want to say 7 o'clock on Sunday. We're going to do that live on stream. I got to see how we're going to do with the second Sauce Sports draft. I don't know if everybody's filled in. So again, if you still want to be a part of the Fantasy Football League, make sure you send me your email via the Sauce line, or you can send it to saucesports@gmail.com. We'll make sure to get you in that. If you haven't gotten your emails, let me know so I'll resend. You didn't get one? I sent. I thought I sent you one. Let me go back and I'll double check. Ferocious, because I saw yours. I want to send it to me again just in case, and I'll make sure to resend that. And you never got the mail either. I don't know. Cause I say, okay, yeah, I'll make sure y'all send me your emails again. I'll double check it because I know I had a couple of them I had misspelled, and I know I went back and corrected those and resent them the other day. But I'll make sure to do it again. Let me see. Yeah, but it's definitely gonna be on Sunday. Yeah, I should have. Look, some of these should have been. I know I sent yours, Coon. I know I sent yours. And I know I sent one to Jada. I don't know if you got it or not, but I know I sent it. Do you think the hate that the Texans get is needed? They're great candidates for underdogs, not to mention they were dogs when they went 12-4. I do. It's a couple of things that I think about that. I like the fact that the majority of people are discounting and undermining what Watson did, and that they've been kind of talking about, oh, it was a fluke, or, you know, everybody has tape on him, because I think that fuels him. I think that motivates him to be even better, because you got to look at it. You know, when he was on the brink of being a record-setting guy, then, you know, about to take the league over by storm, and then he has this setback. So that's already motivation to get back. And then all these people talking about, oh, it was a fluke, it was, you know, this, it was that, knowing that he played with a shitty O-line, and that it wasn't even that his performance. Everybody, well, he lost those games against Seattle and against New England. Had we had a capable defensive coordinator, you know, we're talking about a different conversation. All right, Outlaw, appreciate you following through. There's only 4 people that it should be way more than that, because I know that one should have at least 8 invites in that one, because we only gonna go to 12 on both of them. The other one should be full. So make sure. Yeah, that's what I say. I got to get on top of it, man. I got to make sure I'm on top of it tomorrow, because I said I'm going to do a couple of things different. So I'm going to start utilizing the IG a little bit more to do some different things with that, and then you know, and like I say, definitely do some things differently with the YouTube too. But it's going to be very interesting next couple of days. Probably this next, I won't say 48 hours. Probably what is it? Saturday at like 3 o'clock. They have to have all the cuts done, something like that. So it'll be the next about, I don't know, my math's bad, but fucking 36 hours, 36 to 40 hours, some shit like that. You got to do the damn thing. I ain't like, look, Asheville, look, you know, hey, you got to do the damn thing, babe. You got it. Say, you search Sauce, but it was under ESPN. Okay, cool. For us, bet. Spider-Man coming out next Friday. I gotta catch up. I still gotta catch up with a bunch of. I just watched Infinity War like a couple of days ago, last week or whatever. I watched Skyscraper the other day. It was actually a little bit better than I thought. If Lamb makes the cut, I'm telling y'all, it will be a random act of violence, and all the super chats gonna go to fucking bail money, because if Lamb makes the cut, that's what I said I'm gonna watch this weekend. Incredibles 2. So I'm actually about to watch both of them, the first one and the second one, just to. Have you seen my super suit? Yeah. So I would rather virgin over lamb all day. Sacrificial lamb or a fucking virgin or whatever. Butler said he had signed with the Wolves. Cool. If we pull that move off, game over. That's a bit. Y'all gonna hear. Random black man is accused of assaulting people downtown for no apparent reason. I'm gonna go assault somebody who looks like Kendall Lamb. Might not be Lamb himself. It's just gonna be a random act of violence against somebody that looks like Kendall Lamb. Hoping that I'm taking Lamb out, but I might get it wrong, But my thing is, you smash anytime you have the opportunity to smash her. Yeah, you should definitely smash your old lady. Make sure you make sure you get your lady business while you got the opportunity. You never know what happens tomorrow. You might not have the opportunity ever again. So y'all got to leave on a good note. Bust your old lady up 2 times. Yeah, I agree. Slade most likely out of there. Fuller out of there. Rose is not even a part of this. Rose is just a body until Fairbairn is back healthy. Rose was never a Texan. You know what I'm saying? Rose was like, again, Nick Rose was never a Houston Texan. You know what I'm saying? I fuck Nicki Minaj. Well, the first one got filled up fast, man. Manx is here. He got signed. He just got the extension to 2020, so he's gonna be here. Probably no Kush Din tonight. Probably go chill on the Kush Din tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow. But I may, since I'm excited about I'm happy about the Anderson trade, I'll probably get on some mixer action, a little bit of mixer action tonight, talk a little shit on the mixer, and go from there. I still cannot believe that fucking, I can't believe Anderson got traded, man. That shit is the most exciting thing to me, man. God damn, look, y'all better, it's yeah, I got to get that second one filled up, man. Yeah, god damn, it's only 4 teams in there. Okay. He said try to get your hours up in the Kush Den. Look, we gonna be loaded in the Kush Den this weekend. Tomorrow we'll talk some shit. I forgot what tomorrow's episode is supposed to be. And then Saturday we're gonna change it up because Man Up will be joining us on Saturday, so we'll be talking about something a little bit different. You said you got some info on Chris? Okay. Yeah, there's still spots left for the fantasy in the second league. Because last year I think we did 16 teams last year and it wasn't as good. But we got a second fantasy league open, so there's definitely spots open for that. If on the mixer, I may finish up the Far Cry DLC, or I may fuck around with a little PUBG tonight. So we'll see what's up. We'll definitely see what's shaking. Man, Mr. Chill Out. Excuse me, I'm burping and shit. I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate. Just send your email. Send me your email to the.
That's too much sauce.
Y'all stay blessed. Peace. #HonchoSaucy.
That's crazy. But y'all, just send your email to the sauce line, and then I'll make sure to add you and bring you in that. So. You're trying to grow up from a joint. Slam to create a bad character that only gets to 59. I think a 59 might be too high, goddamn. But my thing is, getting back to it, just kind of talking about the Texans, before we wrap it up and everything. I'm trying to think if there was another important note. Let me look and see if there was something else interesting that I took note of. I think Vincent Smith is a guy that if he makes it through the waivers, that he'll probably end up on the practice squad because I think that they like him, but okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at it then. I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at that. Like I said, I'm gonna have to definitely look into it. Brandon Knight, not a bad deal. I'd take Knight over Anderson all day of the week. Irvin's out of there, man. Irvin is out of there. Like, he had plenty of opportunities this evening to show what he was capable of, and that's the bet, David Pritchard. I appreciate you coming through, man. So like I say, you know, it is very interesting. Yeah, well, actually, like I say, yeah, we did put in a hour power. So yeah, man, make sure y'all send your emails to the sauce line. I think we got a couple of them this. Then got in bed. Okay, I got you right here. Let me go ahead and jot that down. I'll make sure to take your notes right here. So no excuses. I got you. So if you just send it in, I got you. Say honestly, I think we should trade Brendan Scarlett, Fumo Kamalu, Kareem Jackson, Braxton Miller for Alpha Blue to the Raiders for a 3rd round pick. I think that's a lot. I mean, shit, we could get more than that. I think if you give all that up, you can definitely get more in the 3rd round for it, or at least multiple picks for it. I got you. That's a bit. But how did I miss your email last time? So I apologize, man. This is the second time you sent your email. So I missed it last time. That's on me. I'll make sure that I got you in there. So how you feel about the declining contract? We still have Matthew on a 1-year deal as well. Matthew, I think the 1-year deal is by choice. You know what I'm saying? I think that's on him wanting to prove himself, and I think that's going to open up his opportunities. And then I think he's playing it smart. Because if he shows that he's healthy, and then again, if he can eat with a solid D line, you know, solid linebacker, a solid front seven, who's going to open up plenty of opportunities for him, playing under a guy like Romeo Crennel, who's going to utilize his skill set. You know, it's going to open up his value to the market, and I think that the Texans will eventually end up paying him, or you'll see how some of these other guys develop. But what I do want to say is, with him playing at safety now, Kareem Jackson playing at safety now, that does up his value, because if you got guys like K-Joe getting hurt and shit like that, then that gives you the versatility of Kareem Jackson to come down and play a little bit of corner. And you don't want to see him permanently at corner, because, you know, then that opens up those opportunities for him to get his ass dusted. But him playing that combination, that little hybrid secondary play, just playing an overall DB, that's something you kind of like to see from him. And I think it'll be very interesting to see what he has, how he ends up. Hello, Heidi. One says yes, one says no. What are you talking about? That's what it went for. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it matters. I think going 0-4 is a sign of depth issues. I think it's I think that, one, you got to look at the teams you play, I guess. I don't think it means like, oh, your whole season is just over with. But me personally, I just feel like it says something. It's either a chemistry issue, a coaching issue, or a talent issue. And so I think that that's just kind of something you have to look at. But then again, it's the Cowboys, so there's that. I forgot all. Did that guy even play? The Johnson guy? I didn't even really see. I didn't really pay too much attention to him. I don't think the preseason record really matters, you know, because again, our guys our starters never played a full half. And you saw guys like, you know, Brady and those guys played out. Again, it doesn't really matter, I guess, about the record until you go back and actually look at the length of time playing. So I would definitely have to agree with you on that one. Yeah, that's definitely a good one in Tulio. So I think that you made a very good point on that. And Dak is trash, man. Yeah, and I agree. He's at safety. At fucking Jackson, I mean, he's solid. He's a solid safety. So I have no complaints about him in that position. I mean, maybe he should have been there years ago. I'm a little low. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I am a little low. I just now realized how low that was. I was extremely low. Good grief. Boss Band, what's the motherfucking deal? K-Joe is the greatest of all time. I told y'all. All right. I'm even going to adjust it. You know, Dion said, you know, water covers 2/3 of the earth, you know, and he covers the rest. Well, water was taking up too much space. K-Joe walks on water. So he covers 2/3 of the earth, you know, 1/3 of the water and the land. And then it's only like 1/3 of water left, because that's how much of a goat K-Joe is. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Johnson's on this team. They just picked up that 5th-year option. You got to understand, like, what happened to K-Joe was super fluky. Now, it could be a sign of he might still be a little light to fight, but he was super fluky. Again, you're talking about Marquise Goodwin, one of the fastest guys in the league, and he didn't make the play. He made the tackle, but fell like a drunk chicken, and, well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up that they might have played Treston. You know what I'm saying, by moving him to safety. You know, so I don't know if I don't know what's going with that. So again, it's very unfortunate. But I want K-Joe around. As long as K-Joe's around, you know, his sister can come around, and I'll root for the Johnsons. They're a nice family. But here's the deal. We want to wind it down. Okay, let me make sure I don't have any other calls or texts. Let me make sure we take care of everybody who has came through in the sauce line. My record last year in fantasy, I came in second or third. I think I came in third, but I think I had the best record, or I was tied for like the best record. But what happened in the playoffs is, because I never really played a whole lot of fantasy, so I didn't realize that the playoffs were 2 weeks, and if I'd have paid attention, I'd have won. But that second week, I didn't even focus on my team, and so I ended up losing. And I think I have to go back and look and see what it was, but I was definitely up there. I don't know, like my record. I think I had tied for the best regular season record, but ended up losing in the playoffs. So I have to go and see what the exact record was. But hey, what's that? But with that being said, mi amigos, my friends, Heaney's the one that broke his leg. Like I say, overall, we came out relatively healthy. Heaney was not he was a guy that got picked up off the street late last year. So, you know, he benefited from all the other injuries we had. It wasn't like he was just a guy that was there. And then the other injury is who was with Thornton, and they waived him. So it's all good, man. Like that's what I'm saying. For overall, we came out of the preseason healthy. That's a bet. I got you, Roger. And they came out of the preseason overall pretty healthy. And so, I mean, shit, I got no complaints, man. You can talk about, Merciless and Fuller having, I think, some hamstring issues, but they got time to heal up, so they'll be all right when it comes time for week 1. Clowney looking ready to go. Watt looking ready to go. The rest of that defense looking pretty solid. K-Joe should be out of concussion protocol, I would think, by now. Shit, I mean, if it take you that long, then it might be an issue, but we'll see. Hey, doesn't matter, Heidi, because Daryl Morey is the greatest GM of all time, because I don't know if you've heard, but he's got rid of Ryan Anderson. So sit on that. With your flower pants. You know what I'm saying? Oh, white persuasion. But, matter of fact, y'all have been missing out on a lot of sauce. I'm gonna hook y'all up. Everybody who's still here, we all finna get hooked up with some sauce. And make sure you don't spend it all in one place, because tomorrow is the last day that you have a chance to get up there. And trust me, y'all have a steep mountain to climb to try to get for the #1 sauce mug. And so again, but it's almost pretty much a lock. It's gonna take some serious effort to get to that level. But I just want to take the time to say, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like, seriously, it's been quite a bit of a journey so far. A lot of y'all have been fucking with it for a long time. Some of y'all a little bit new to it, but everybody who's been showing love, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. They didn't give you that sauce? Oh. Well, we'll see. Look. We'll do it Swedish style. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with some Christian mod hookup sauce love. But I still got I got sauce. I'm gonna make sure I put everybody who's called in and texted in. I'll make sure I have all y'all sauce tomorrow for the last day. But again, yeah, not only will whoever has the most sauce win the sauce mug, it'll be the last day to buy that sauce mug. Oh yeah, and the Sauce Sports shirts that match. Did my mug even over here? The Sauce Sports logo shirts will be available for sale. We'll be taking pre-orders from now until the Patriots game. And if you want one of those, you just hit the. Let me see if I got the thing here. Yes. Oh, well, I got to get rid of that. I'll take the sauce line off. And you just hit the paypal.me/saucesports and put your information when you do in the note. And so I have your address to make sure I send it to you, because if you don't put the information there, I won't know where to send it. But pre-order those, get those done and shipped out for all the salsa supporters and everyone else who I had spoke to earlier who had previous interest. And I have your addresses and information from the last list. I still will make sure you're taken care of. I have not forgot about y'all. And my thing is, oh man, White Persuasion, that Bing Bing Bitch shirt was excellent. I didn't see it till towards the end of the Cushden stream, but that is excellent. I'm loving that. But yeah, let's definitely get some shit going. We're definitely gonna get some shit going, get some shit liver. We definitely get it wired up. I got something I'm working on after this shirt here. It's gonna be something quite a bit different, but it's gonna be pretty cool. So, but I might just put that one on Teespring. But this one here, I'm gonna do myself. So it's like I say, it'll all be through Honcho and the Sauce instead of going through a third party company, because I feel like it'll be a little bit cheaper and I'll be able to get it to you a little bit faster. So there's that. But with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all for supporting the sauce, either through donations, through super chat, through buying the merch, through just spreading the word, man. Like I say, if you're in school, tell your buddies. If they Texans fans, let them know. Send them some love. Tell them what's up. Hook them up with the sauce. Let them know how we do it here in Sauce Nation. But I just want to say thank you. But I'm going to slide into the mixer. Oh, we got some text action. Make sure y'all send your emails if you want in on the. Got you. Yeah, I got you. I got your text message right here. Yes, sir. I'm gonna write it down right now. Again, so I'll be sending out those fantasy football invites here shortly, or I'll probably end up doing those in the morning, honestly. And then, got you. And then, like I said, I'll be on the mixer here for a little bit. I don't know. I might fuck around and play some Dead by Daylight. I ain't played that in a while. I bought the fucking Michael Myers and then never even used him. So I'm gonna fuck with something tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I got you, Chase. I got your email down. So I'll be sending you your invite too. I still can't believe that the fucking Rockets got rid of Ryan Anderson. That's excellent. You were trying to offend in the mixer. Yeah, I'm telling you, the mixer crew is a whole different crew in the mixer. Like, mixer is the rawest of the raw to give no fucks. It's like, what? Okay. But I can't lie. I need to relay that message. I ain't gonna talk about that here, but I was trying to reach out today and then hadn't heard back. So, but that was probably the most effective comments that you had in the mixer. That was about it. Outside of that, everybody was just like, it's all right. Well, I don't get shot. I've never been shot. Never before. I'm like Fuck, I don't even know none of them damn gamers' name. What's up, buddy? What's the fucking dude's name? Dr. Disrespect. I don't know, because it's shit when you say all that stuff and then you put all that scientific sounding evidence behind it, it sounds like really bad. You started the sound effects didn't help at all. You know what I mean? It's like, God damn, this could be a thing. This sounds pretty bad. So it is what it is. But man, me and Shaq actually had a semi decent round. We had some teamwork yesterday. We're developing better teamwork. We were getting shot at, you know what I'm saying, and we worked it out a little bit. But that's a bet, man. Yeah, the mixer go down in the mixer, man. I got to work. Trust me, I'm not good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's not why the mixer is what it is. We just talk way more shit in the mixer than on YouTube and other stuff, because eventually that shit gets deleted. So the mixer here, I'll send y'all no, that ain't the thing. The mixer is, yeah, I'll send you the link. Mixer.com. How do I spell my name? Oh. Yeah, mixer.com/HonchoSaucy. Now you can actually just go to the website and watch it, or you can get the app. But either way works. So yeah, it should be like mixer.com. Let me see if that works. Yep. That's the one. So fucking Heidi. On that note, because you could be like, we're going off track. We're going into mixer mode. But with that being said, I'll be on the mix. What time is it now? It's already 11:30. So probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be on the mixer. No, I haven't switched over from Zazzle yet. It's on the app, but you can go straight to the website too. Like, you can get the app and go to it, but the easiest way is to go to the page. But it's like Twitch for Xbox though. But I think, you know, it's similar to Twitch, but it ain't Twitch. I'd have been banned from Twitch already if I fuck with that too much. But like I said, I'll be on that bitch probably about like 5 minutes or so. But I appreciate y'all, man. I just wanna oh no, okay. Oh, the Stay Saucy link? Yeah, Stay Saucy is Teespring now. But I have the Zazzle mug link in the description below if you still want to get the mug. Like, I just have that as a separate link. Because probably after tomorrow I'm gonna stop using fucking Zazzle. But with that being said, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all so very much. With that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Texans got the W. Rockets got rid of a major L. And hey, man, it's all good. Got plenty more to go. Y'all stay saucy. Y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. And for those of y'all for the mixer crew, see, all y'all don't know about this. You know, y'all don't know about that. All right, that's mixer crew stuff. Y'all get the mixer crew, y'all will hear the best stories. So we out on that one. Peace.